అయిపోతాం.
Just waiting for everyone to join.
Good morning.
Good morning, Divya.
Good morning.
Morning, Jasmine.
Nithya.
Good morning, Brinda. Sorry about that. Hi, good morning, Lalita. I'm just setting up that lighting. Okay. Good. Shweta. Okay, recording has started. Good morning, everyone. Let's start for today. Let's start with something called memories of the past. So we all function from memories of the past. That doesn't allow us to be in the present. So we'll start with the usual clearing of all the trifold sequencing systems and all the cellular memories of the past that you're not able to let go, that you're still functioning from. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What do you love about being stuck to your past so that you keep recreating your past? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What do you love about your past that you keep yourself stuck in your past? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. If something is not changing in your life, you can ask yourself, what do I love about this? Because at some level you love it, even if you consciously cannot comprehend what do I love about this. But at some level, we like it. So are we all willing to let that go now?
Yes.
What do I love about creating so much drama and rejection in my life that I create it all the time? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what do I love about other people abusing me that I abuse myself so much and enable everyone else to abuse me? Everything that brought up and let down for you times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I have to reject myself before someone else does, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What do I love about creating so much drama in my life and so much rejection in my life that I keep recreating it? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So what would you guys like to talk about today? Is it holidays for everyone or everyone has office? That's the first question.
Nithya, can we talk about entities?
Actually, I think that's not a topic for. That's an intro call. That would be a different paid call.
Okay.
So I can do a separate call. I have done one call. I will send it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Post it on the group about that. That's not a topic for a free call, but whatever we could talk, I've recorded it, so I'll send it to you. Who asked for that?
Nita, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Thank you so much.
Nithya, can you
Yes.
talk about
Nithya,
being
Nithya,
lucky and
sorry.
unlucky?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said
You
about
can.
how sometimes people feel they're unlucky, that's why they don't get something. Or sometimes how they feel like, they're
Sorry, I think I muted you by mistake. Could you please unmute yourself?
sure. I was saying about you feeling lucky and unlucky.
Okay, we can talk about that. So
Good
the
morning.
clearing that I started with, everywhere you're rejecting yourself, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, men. So we're unlucky only when we decide that we're unlucky. Okay, why do we decide that I'm unlucky? This is a reality of right and wrong, right? And let me tell you this: everyone, if they get a chance, would like to tell you that you're wrong because they have to be right. Everyone. It doesn't matter how much you've done for them. It doesn't matter how much you've contributed for them. And it's subconscious sometimes. They just want to make you wrong. And the problem is, if you contribute a lot to them and they like you, then you can't do wrong in their eyes. So now if you make a small mistake, like very small mistake, like I didn't do my eyebrows properly, that itself is a wrongness. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all right shots, boys and beyonds. So when everybody is trying to make you wrong, what happens is we need a justification to make ourselves wrong so that now we're right. So when everybody is trying to make you wrong and you believe that, how can you be lucky, right? You cannot be wrong and lucky at the same time. So you already decide you're unlucky based on what everyone else is projecting it to you. Yeah, and now you have a reason and a justification. Because you're unlucky, you cannot create stuff. And now you are right. Now at least the satisfaction you get out of telling yourself that you're not good enough, or you're unlucky, or you don't have a blessed life is you become right. So everywhere you would like to prove to yourself that you're right, and you get yourself right in deciding that you're not lucky. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poisonous, and all the decisions, judgments, conclusions, computations that you have decided about you being unlucky, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poison mills. Everywhere you have asked yourself, why am I unlucky? Why does bad things only happen to me? Why am I not able to get out of it? All the whys and tries and buts that you have created in the past, will you now destroy and uncreate it, revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy and uncreate all of them right now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poison mills. And what is luck? Who have you judged to be luckier than you, and you've decided that you're not lucky enough? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine transparencies. As long as you're breathing, you're lucky. You get fresh air. I think we're really lucky in these times to get fresh air. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine transparencies. If you don't get to wear a mask, you're really lucky. I'm sitting in my house not wearing a mask. That's luck. Right, wrong, good luck. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots. Boys and beyonds. It's perspective, how you see it. Okay, so we're all blessed. We are all blessed with the power of creation to create your own luck. So it is up to you to create your own good luck. But every time you say, I don't have luck, that also shall become true because that is what you are creating. Okay. So everywhere I've decided that I'm not lucky enough, instead of receiving all the good luck that comes my way, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what, fuck, all nine shots, poison. And everywhere I've decided that I require lots of bad luck to grow, and I require bad luck to justify why I am so pathetic and why my life is so pathetic. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to become more luckier than I ever was before? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, I thought I let everyone in. People are still joining. So, okay. Kirti, did I answer your question? Did I give you enough
Yes,
questions?
Nithya. Yes, yes. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
If you're born on Earth and you understand that this is a planet of beauty, let's not talk about people. People are secondary, at least for me. Let's talk about the trees. Let's talk about the wind, the water, the rain. How much does it give you? Does it expect anything back?
No.
So how lucky are you to be on planet
Yes.
Earth?
Very, very lucky.
To have a body to eat, right? Right, wrong, good, bad.
Yes. What you said made total sense. Like when some people say you're wrong, they have the need to say that they are right, and that leaves an impact on us when that goes on again and again.
Yes,
Totally
yes.
got that.
So everyone, in some way or the other,
Actually, yesterday what happened was I was trying to make a payment and my payment failed. And when I went back to make the payment again, right, the price has increased.
wow, how did you get lucky to receive at a better price? Right, wrong, good, bad, call, nine, person.
So I was like, this used to happen so much earlier, and nowadays it does not happen. Okay. So when that happened, I cleared up some energy, and then just that thought came in. Why did this happen? And so that's when this thought popped up. And so I just wanted to bring up the energy here.
When you ask why did this happen,
Yeah,
let
yeah,
us
yeah.
you have concluded that something is wrong.
Yes, yes,
Maybe this better price is going to give you much more, right? We don't know. It's not linear.
yes, yes, yes. After I
Yeah.
cleared up the energy, right, when I went back into the page and seen that I didn't really lose much, I'm getting value for everything that I'm paying.
See, how does it get better than that?
Okay, one more question, Nithya, regarding the right and wrong. Uh, I mean, what's the value in us all the time falling into that loop of choosing either right or wrong, or judging ourselves for our past decisions that, I did right here, I did wrong here? Because as an infinite being, it's just choice, right? Like you take how many ever lives you want and you keep choosing for your experiences. But again, we just get into the loop of, I did wrong, or,
Yeah, who does
all
it
of
belong?
that.
Because
Yes.
the planet, 90% of the population is caught in right and wrong, and we're all connected. So you just catch
Hmm.
up on the energy. So all of you are so aware of energies that you catch up on every energy that's there. And prominent energies are, you're wrong, I'm right, you made a mistake. Like I told you,
Hmm.
everything. It doesn't matter how much you contribute. I've experienced this again. And it doesn't matter how much you contribute, whatever you do.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you don't pick up their call, then you're wrong. And then they're like, I thought
Hmm.
you were a good person, but you're completely wrong. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy it and create it? Right,
Yes,
wrong,
please.
what, all nine shots, poisonous. So they want to be right.
Hmm.
The only way they can be that is to prove the other person wrong, and you pick up on
Hmm.
and this has been a way of life on planet Earth for billions of years.
Hmm.
Now is the time to change it. How do you change
Hmm.
it? You be a different energy. So
Yes.
everywhere, all of you have such a need to be right about
Hmm.
everything. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. And Gary says, would you like to be right or free? Free
Free.
sounds lighter to me.
Free. Free. Free.
Free. So every time you're right, someone else has to be wrong. Is that what we want? We don't want to make the other person wrong. So I want to be right. I make the other person wrong. Then I feel guilty for making the other person wrong. Then I feel guilty when they say I'm wrong. Oh my God, so many things. Everything that brought up
Yes.
and let down.
Yes.
Everything that holds that in place. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Ah, yes.
Good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. So, what do I love about being in this drama of right and wrong? And what do I love about creating so much bad luck for myself? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good,
Yes.
nine shots, boys and girls. What can I be or do different to know that everything is just my creation? And whatever the universe has planned for me is much greater than good luck or bad luck. And everything that does not allow me to get that higher picture and higher perspective of where my life is heading, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Yeah. And if you all are here
Amazing.
today morning, let me tell you this truth. You're all very lucky. Good luck.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you've decided that you are a magnet to attract bad luck, and you keep attracting bad luck, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Strong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Yes.
Yes. Nitya, can I ask one more thing?
Yes.
Okay. So, right from childhood, we are taught to be nice, right? In whatever situation, even if we don't like the situation, you have to be nice to people and all of that. So, how can we clear that energy there?
It's not wrong. Why it's not wrong being nice to people, but be nice to yourself. So everywhere I decide to be nice to people is not being nice to myself. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I'm not willing to offend someone, and after I offend someone, I will choose to be guilty. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and girls. Everywhere I love to say that I'm not nice to myself and I'm not nice to others, and it doesn't matter what I do or I don't do, I still conclude that I'm not good enough and I'm not nice. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I buy into everyone's judgment about me not being good enough, about me not being nice, about me not being great, so that I can prove myself I'm right in the way I conclude my wrongness. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and girls. You guys are not a wrongness. We're all of us a greatness. So what can you be or do different to acknowledge the greatness in you without defining what greatness is and without expecting how the greatness will show up? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
At pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and girls. And if all of you are so great at creating bad luck, which I think some of you might believe, then you are equally great at creating good luck, is it not?
Yes.
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. Okay. Work-life
Nithya?
balance. Yes, Veena ma'am.
Nithya, what about astrology? And they say your horoscope is like this. That's why this is happening to you.
Nothing about that. As long as you don't believe that, you'll be good.
When things have happened and repeatedly happened, you get so worried that maybe it is because of that. So that's becoming strong.
So even when the astrologer says something, if you are an interesting point of view, you can change whatever they say. If you believe what they say, that's what makes it true.
Okay.
So you have to be an interesting point of view about what the astrologer says, especially if you don't like it. If they say good things, it's fine. Just because you're hearing that and believing that, it will happen. That's how astrology becomes true.
Okay.
You create
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different to be so lucky that you can go beyond all your astrological charts and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Astrology also comes from your date of birth, something of your past. If you're very present, you can go beyond all of that. And it's a choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Possibility from today.
Amazing.
Wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
10%.
Nithya,
Yes.
can you give some clearing about past punishments that unknowingly that we had given ourselves? This life, any life.
Okay. So everywhere you have cursed yourself or sabotaged yourself and all the decisions you've made to do that in this lifetime and across lifetimes, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. See, when someone makes you wrong, you want to be right. So you believe you're wrong. So now you are right in the statement that you're wrong. And why do we want to judge ourselves that way? We want to be right. Why do we want to judge ourselves? Because you want to get better. The reason you're judging yourself so much is because you want to get better, is it not? Because you've decided you're not better. And when you've decided that you're not better, that will stop you from getting better. But when your whole criticism of self is because you want to get better, why don't you do that with more of self-love? Why don't you enjoy the journey of getting better? So that's what we are saying. And only when you don't like yourself, others can trigger you, others can reject you, right? If you like yourself so much, it will not matter what others think of you. And it doesn't matter how much you like yourself, there will still be one or two people, or maybe more, who don't like you, who will get offended by everything you do. If you don't pick up their phone call, they get offended. If you don't do this, they get offended. They have their own expectations and they always think they are right. And then they can't be wrong, right? So you have to be wrong. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison news. I hope it's making sense for you guys.
Yes.
Because I'm just babbling here.
No.
Yes.
Making the stuff as well.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So what can you be or do different to live happy and free as the infinite being that you can truly be, so that your very presence will change things for you and others, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right. Bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Who are you trying to make wrong by buying all the stories of bad luck? And everywhere you've decided you cannot be right, but you can be right only when you're wrong, so that you're right at least in one thing. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, Ujala, work-life balance. How do you keep your personal space different from work? Balance is not a word, is a lie. So don't try to balance anything. Life becomes harder. Try to enjoy every moment. What can I be or do different to enjoy my work and my life equally, so that every moment of my life becomes greater, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. Everywhere you've judged work to be something that you don't like and that will not give you any space, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, Ujala, are you feeling better?
Yeah, but certainly, even though we cannot create separation, we need to include everything. But generally, there are a lot of times when you go through really, let's say, a downtime in your workspace, which affect the well-being generally in your personal space, or let's say a downtime which you're experiencing personal space, which affects your productivity. So, uh, how can we address that?
Very good question. If you know that you're down, if you know that personal space is down, you have to be even more present, even more happier. You have to give a different energy, right? When things are down, you cannot go down with it. Then you're giving the same energy. So, what different energy can I be here to change this with ease in better ways than I can even imagine? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock,
Yes.
continues. That's why we say all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. We're not saying that everything in life is good, everything in life is amazing. So, whatever shows up, handle it with ease, joy, and glory. How can I respond to this with so much ease that I outcreate myself, that I'm amazed of how I came out of this situation? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So it's an adventure. How do you get out of that situation? When you ask a question and you come out of it, be amazed at what you can change. So just keep asking questions. When things are down, you have to ask more questions. That's not the time to conclude. But what we do is, when things get worse, that's when we start also going down, and we're like, oh no, I can't do this. But that is the time when you have to be even more present, even more happier for the change to occur. And you can change it. You can change everything. You just have to respond. You have to choose different. So this is what I've been telling in some calls. You cannot choose the same thing and then expect things to change. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. And everywhere I've decided that my productivity can decrease and will decrease, instead of just enjoying and being overproductive and out creating at my work, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes, yes.
Bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. What do you love about going down in your personal space? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. You try that question, Ujjwala. It'll definitely make a difference.
Yeah, Nithya,
Yeah, I
thanks.
have a question.
Yes.
So Nithya, while you were saying all this, my right side body is paining from head and arms and legs. It seems like it's squeezed, compressed, and it's paining like anything. Even my eye is paining.
Is that yours, Varsha?
Apparently, it sounds like it's me.
Okay.
It's coming like in some past life I had, blood coming out of my eyes and nailed in one part of my body, lots of pain. This
Okay.
all started when you said that you are stuck in the past, in the initial call, starting the call today only.
Everywhere you have decided you're still stuck in the past instead of getting unstuck from the past, and all the lifetimes where your body has been damaged right side in the past, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Bad pot pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do you love about keeping all those past lives with you instead of healing them and letting? And where have you decided that you cannot learn anything, so you keep recreating all the problems of the past again and again? Everything that is time, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong,
Yes.
pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What is happening so right in your present that you're not willing to acknowledge, and that you would like to keep on referring to the past to create your life? Are you choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion and created once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. How are you, Varsha?
Much relieved, but still the pain is there.
Okay. What invention are you using to still keep the
While
pain?
you were saying all this, your face was coming in front of me that week by week you look so beautiful and fresh. What's the secret and how can I be? And it's paining like anything by the other part.
Okay. What invention am I using to keep myself in pain? Am I choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you all destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good,
Yes.
pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. Who else are you healing with your body? Who have you decided that you should heal with your body, that you continuously keep healing them so that your body can be in pain? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Varsha, last class we talked a lot and asked about it. So what can I be or do different to keep changing and to keep getting better and better? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate once and for
Yes.
all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. Everywhere, when you got the pain, you decided it was yours. So now when you ask who does it belong to, it comes back to you a zillion times. You now
Yes.
revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate that decision. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And whoever, whatever belongs to that is not yours, will you now send it back to them with consciousness attached? And
Yes.
everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. And what is happening so right in your life that you're not willing to acknowledge because you love to be wrong? And everything that brought up and led, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do you love about holding on to the past and creating so much drama? And everywhere you decide, if you let go of the past, you let go of yourself, which you do not want to let go at all, which stops you from being truly who you are. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay.
Yes.
Varsha, are you feeling better?
Yeah. Yes, Nithya. Thank you so much. Thank you, love.
So you guys can do this. Before I decided it's mine, I first destroy and uncreate all, and then you ask who does it belong to. Otherwise, mostly it's not yours, but then you say who does it belong to, and then you decide it's yours. So it will be yours. Everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyond. So everywhere you love rejecting yourself and abusing yourself, so that you don't have to allow anyone else to do it to you, and you can be right in the way other people treat you and abuse you and reject you, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can you be or do different to acknowledge the greatness that you truly are? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. How can we be contributed to someone who has a lot of anger bottled inside of them? How can we help them with these? Well, you can't help anyone unless they want to help themselves. But you can ask, and it may or may not work depending on how they receive. What energetic contribution can I be to this person? What level of kindness can I be around this person so that they change with ease? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Anger is also this rightness. When people feel they're right, they get a right to get angry. I'm right, so I can get angry. The other person is wrong. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I have such a need to always be right and not to be judged, to be wrong by myself or anyone else, that invariably I end up making myself wrong. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What if nothing is right or nothing is wrong, and nobody is right and nobody is wrong? Neither you are wrong, neither the other person is wrong. So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, receive that, be the space for yourself and give space to the other person. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Yes. At pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Can you say something interesting point of view we pick from family in the childhood? All the beliefs you've bought from religion, cults, churches, your family, your teachers, everyone else you've met, all the television sets in the past that is no longer contributive to you, will you now be an interesting point of view about all of them and destroy and uncreate all of those points of view? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can you be or do different to keep loving and adoring your body every day so that you enable it to become more fresher day by day? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can you be or do different to enjoy this moment for the difference and the freshness that it presents to you, so that you always remain fresh? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Yes. Yes. All 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, that was nice.
Nithya,
Yes, Jasmina.
after all these clearings, I'm feeling sleepy.
Is it yours?
Okay, Nithya, I'll do. Who does this belong to?
It's okay if you feel sleep. Who's going to stop you? And you listen to your body. Be a slave to your body. If your body wants to sleep, let it sleep. If it wants to dance, let it dance. If it wants to sit, let it sit. Okay?
Okay, Nithya. Okay.
There's nothing wrong in sleeping. In fact, sleeping is like really fun. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
Okay. Thank you, Nithya.
One more clearing you guys can use is before you sleep. What can I be or do different to sleep so well that by the time I wake up, my body is completely freshened and different? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Any more questions, guys?
Nithya, this is Sakshi. I had put the question. Hi.
Hi, Sakshi.
I had put that question about being a contribution. It's actually for my son who's 15. He has tons of anger at school, anger at life. I don't know from where that anger comes. I have been doing a lot of who does this belong to for him. He doesn't believe much in access also. He doesn't let me run his bars as well. So many a times I see him, even when he's doing his homework, he's like, I hate this. And he's going on mumbling to himself, for everything, be it food, be anything. He has tons of resistance. And I ask him, why are you saying this? What makes you say this? What are you angry about? But there's no response. I don't know. He just keeps on saying, I have lots of anger inside me. He voices it out. So I don't know how to help him.
I think I just talked about it. We can't help them unless they're willing to receive the help.
Yes.
So,
yes.
and you can't ask who does it belong to on behalf of him.
Okay.
What we can do is, what energetic contribution can I be for my son so that he can receive what I have to offer, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
I'll do
right,
that.
wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all 9 shorts, boys and girls. And anger cannot be tackled with more judgment or more anger, right? We have to be a different level of kindness.
Very much. Very much.
What level of kindness, nurturing, and care can I be for myself first, so that I can energetically just extend it to my son without having to talk to him? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyond. You can keep asking these 2 questions, because if you're going to talk to him directly, it may not work, especially if they're teenagers. This is and even children. But when we do this energetic contributions, or in the background when we keep doing questions, it tends to work.
I'll do that. Thanks a ton. Thank you so much.
Have we to wait for the choice to be fulfilled, or just keep on making choices? It's a desire that usually has to be fulfilled, not a choice. So choice is what I decide. A desire is what I'm looking to be fulfilled. And until the desire is fulfilled, you have to keep making choices. You have to keep making choices anyway. Like if I have to continue talking, that's a choice. If I have to move my hand, that's a choice. So we just have to keep on making choices. But what we can ask is, what can I be or do different to make choices that are contributive to me, that enable my growth, my awareness to expand, and that enable me to have an abundant experience of life? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What choices can I be and make for me to keep on growing, for my awareness to grow, and for me to experience an abundant, joyous life? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, receive that, and choose that way, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. I hope I asked your question. Okay, Shaheen is asking, can we choose a particular person to marry? I'm just going to say yes, you can. I don't understand more of what you're asking about that question. If there's something more, please let me know. But yes, of course you can. Provided they have to choose you also. So 50% is your choice. 50% is their choice too. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So what generative energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can I be to choose with so much ease today, to have fun with all the choices I make, to enable me to evolve in my awareness, in my growth, and in attracting more abundance and joy in my life. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Bad pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the choices that you've made in the past that you're still regretting, that you're still blaming yourself for, that you still feel guilty about, will you now acknowledge that you've created this with those choices and you would just like to create differently and let go of all the blame, shame, guilt, regret, and all the Shiko implants and explants hidden underneath them with ease, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. And everywhere your choices have not led you to what exactly you expected, will you now destroy and uncreate that once and for all and see the beauty in what life has given you? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive this times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the choices you've made for you to grow stronger, but allowing you to create and attract hardness and making life more difficult, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all to enable life to become easier for you?
Yes.
And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. Thank you so much, Raji, for the compliment. So what can we be or do different today? And what different choice can I make today to enable my awareness to expand with ease? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I've decided I don't want to be aware, because then I have to step up and be more, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I don't want to become aware, okay, Uncle, I think you're sharing your screen by mistake. Could you please unshare that? Chopra, Uncle? Thank you. Yeah. Everywhere you would like to regret your choices that you've made so that you can still convince that you have a lot of bad luck. And you can be right in telling yourself that all the choices you made was because of your bad luck. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity, to live in the now and make different choices from now? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So everything that does not allow you to have a great day today, better than any yesterday, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the points of view, all the lies, all the beliefs that you've bought from churches, cults, religions that are not even true and not even yours, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you love abusing yourself, but would like to blame it on the other person so that you don't have to be in control of your own life, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Uncle, do you have a question? If so, you can unmute and ask.
Yes, beta. Good morning.
Good morning.
एक्चुअली ये हो रहा है कि एक दिन तो बहुत अच्छा जाता है और नेक्स्ट डे आई एम इक्वली डाउन
Okay.
Yesterday I was very down. Today I'm feeling very energetic and different from yesterday.
Yeah. So every day is different. So what we can do is, when you feel down, who does it belong to? What invention am I using to make today not so great am I choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poisons. And mostly it's not yours. When you're feeling great, happy, gratitude, that is you. When you're not feeling so good, 99% it's not you. So you can just start who does it belong to and keep asking, what can I be to be happier? What can I be to get more energized? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, boys and beyonds. An infinite being cannot be down. You can only be expansive. So everywhere, I cannot be infinite all the time, getting contracted. I'm willing to see the contractions, be present, and change them. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, what can I be or do different to be present and to get fresher moment by moment? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. When you're not feeling good, when you have pain, when you feel down, that is when you should actually use the tools even more. That's the time when you should be even more present. Then you can change it. Otherwise you don't change it, which is also fine. It's just your choice. What would you like? But we have a different choice now. So everything that stops you from choosing different and to change things with so much ease, with the greatness that you truly are, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everything that does not allow you to be the energy of laughter, to keep laughing at all your mistakes and to keep laughing at everything that life presents you, to enable it to change in better ways than you can imagine, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Thank you, Veena ma'am. I'm also so grateful to all of you for receiving whatever I'm saying, for changing. So what can you be or do different to be the change that you are looking for in the world? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. You don't have to look for someone else to be the change. You can be that for yourself. So what can you be or do different to be the change that you are always looking for others to be for you? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What level of presence can you be that you can calm down all the energies around you, including people, just by your calmness? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poisonous. And the more calm you are, the more life becomes better, guys. It doesn't become better when you get angrier. In case you guys don't know, just want to give you that tip. The more calmer you are, life becomes better. Your body becomes happier when you're at peace. Your body is not that happy when you get angry. So what do you love about being so angry? And everywhere you've decided that you can be so happy once you let all your anger out, or once you show your anger, will you now destroy and uncreate that once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I still hold on to my need to be right and my need to prove that I'm right to myself and others, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So if your greatness, if your infinite greatness, do you have to prove yourself to you? No. And if you don't have to prove yourself to you, do you even have to prove yourself to anyone else? So everywhere I function from proving myself to anyone else, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all to function from the true you of gratitude and kindness, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Thank you, Veena ma'am. That's so kind of you. Thank you. So, any more questions, guys? Anyone has any questions? Yes, Krishna.
Nithya, actually, I went on Saturday for registering for Shankar's university registration. Somehow that guy left the minute I reached. Then I'm trying to chase that guy from last, since that time he is not reachable. So suddenly that fear came that again, are there any obstacles started, and why things are not materializing? Because that fear has came in my head, and I have done every clearing, but I joined, if I join, I had that fear. So I was juggling between Shankar's class and your session. So I just stopped there and came here. Can you just do a clearing that all the for the fears and the obstacles I thought for Shankar and his few further studies?
Yeah, okay. Let's do a couple of things here. If you chase something, will you catch it or will it run away?
It is running away only.
So everywhere I decided I have to chase something instead of allowing it, instead of being the flower that allows all the bees to come to me. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. What can I be or do different? That what I require comes to me with ease right away instead of me going after it. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And all the distractor implants of fear that I'm using and choosing to destroy what can happen in this situation because I'm that powerful. And all the Shiko implants and explants hidden underneath that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poison. So someone asked about choice. This is just a choice, Krishna. Would an infinite being choose fear?
No.
No. So stop choosing fear. And this is the time you have to be even more happier, even more present, even more a different energy. So, universe, I wonder how you'll make this happen for me in better ways than I can imagine. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, or call 9 shots, poisonous. How much fun can I have with changing this situation? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate?
Yes. Yes.
Bad pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Who am I being here that is not truly me? Who am I being from the past to invoke all my past memories and fears? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all?
Yes.
Eternity. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and.
Nithya, please repeat the affirmation, Nithya, which you just said about the universe to give you what you want.
Okay, I may not be able to repeat it the exact same way, but what can I be or do different to stop chasing things and to be this beautiful flower that attracts all the bees, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to receive with ease so that everything comes to me instead of me going after everything? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Nithya, one question.
One second, Swarna. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Yes, Swarna?
So, can I say there is one situation where Soundravalli is unable to say herself, that is whatever she is saying, it is making others to get in a wrong way. They are that they are getting the sense of the gist in a wrong way. So how can we, that is, if I pass an energy, can that change? For example, she is going for fitness. She is getting pain on her legs. So she is saying, I'm having pain on my legs. I'm feeling tired. when she is saying to the surroundings or some people, they are thinking that I am making her so hard. I'm not allowing to be her as a child.
Okay. Everywhere I am bothered by what other people think of what I am as a mother. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And if she does fitness 1 or 2 days, muscle will pain. It'll become better. So
But she
yeah.
is crying a lot. Sorry, sir, for saying, but she's crying a lot. Uh, in earlier days, if she get pain, that time we will be sophisticating her with oils. My mom will do massages and all. So nowadays I'm not doing it. It will happen, and I'm giving her the hot bath. That's it. So when she is going out and saying, they are thinking that I'm bombarding her. In what way can those people make her to understand the situation? Because she is very much attached.
One second. We can't expect other people to come and convince her about the situation. We can only work on ourselves. So why are you being bothered by what other people think? If you know she's going for fitness, it'll pain for some time and it'll get better. What is the value of you being bothered about what they think? And because you're worried about what they think, they will come and tell you exactly that. So we have to see what in us is creating that. Right? So everywhere I still allow what other people think of me to bother me instead of just knowing it's their perception and nothing to do with me. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What energetic contribution can I be to my daughter so that this process is much easier for her?
Oh.
Everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah.
Right, wrong,
Yes.
bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And all the guilt, blame, shame, regret that I carry from this lifetime and across lifetimes about being a bad mother or a bad father or a bad parent, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I've decided because I'm a parent, I will be responsible for everything that my child does or everything that everyone else thinks or says about my child. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity, to just have the fun of being with your children and to be grateful for your children for who they are. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Thank you, Preeti. Okay, I think we are
Okay, thank you so much.
yeah,
Nithya.
we're at time, on par. So I will see you guys next week. I hope you had a lovely session.
Thank you so much.
Everyone next Monday. Thank you.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you, Nithya.
Bye.
Bye bye. Keep smiling.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nithya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Nithya.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Let the smile also comes back to you godzillion times.
Thank you. Let me tell you, the
Thank
easiest
you.
muscle to use that doesn't pain is your smile, your mouth. If you use the other muscles for fitness and all, they start paining after some time, after a few days and all, right? Your smile doesn't pain. Please keep smiling. Use the easiest muscle in your body. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9
Yeah.
shots.
Thank you.
Bye, Nithya. Thanks
Bye-bye.
a
Thank you.
lot. Bye.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you, uncle.
ಪಿಂಕಿ ಉಷಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಕಂದ 16 ಮಣಿಗೆ ಬರ್ದ